welcome, this is Kelley. Today we are back to do another journal with me video, this time journaling prompt number 1, planting a seed from 31 Days of Gratitude, hosted by RachandBella Crafts. When thinking about today's prompt, how I wanted to reflect it in my journal and what I wanted to reflect, I decided to choose my YouTube channel and the journey so far. It's very much like planting a seed and slow and steady growing like a plant does. So with that in mind, I've chosen a variety of images that just spoke to me and reflected my journey. This keyboard here with all the seeds growing through it I thought was perfect. This quote says, "Dreamer, never let it be said that to dream is a waste of one's time, for dreams are our realities in waiting. In dreams, we plant the seeds of our future." This next one is, "The tiny seed knew that in order to grow, it needed to be dropped in dirt, covered in darkness, and struggle to reach the light." And then this one says, "The day you plant the seed is not the day you eat the fruit." Then we have a Walt Disney saying, "If you can visualize it, if you can dream it, there's some way to do it." And lastly, I chose this envelope from RachandBella Crafts digital kit. And now, let's get started. So that's my layout for today. This envelope flips down and that's going to be my writing space where I'm going to record stats on the channel. But I'm going to do that later and I'll show a full flip through at the end of the month. Large pocket here that I can slide something in, and I'll do journaling on the page, but I'm not sure what I want to say yet. Thank you for joining me for prompt number 1. I hope you enjoyed that. Now we're going to also do prompt number 2. Okay, so now we're going to do prompt number 2, prayer. Prayer means a lot to some people and little to others. I respect everyone's beliefs, non-beliefs and life choices. That's just how I am. Prayer doesn't feature heavily in my life, so what I've chosen to do today to honour my grandmothers who left us in the last couple of years and to remember them with gratitude that I was lucky enough to have them in my life for so long. The pieces I've chosen to work with today is this gorgeous gold sparkly paper, this vellum. I printed this photo of my grandmothers on my selfie printer. They were both in their 90s when they passed. I've journaled inside this the one and only time I ever prayed to God. I was a very young child and it was a experience I will never forget. If you'd like to hear what I wrote, I will read that out at the very end. I chose this journaling card from RachandBella's digital kit. I chose this song, Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep. And some butterflies I cut from a magazine to represent the loved ones in heaven. Now I've showed you my pieces I'm working with. I'll get started. And that's this spread done. I'm going to write my grandmother's names and birth and death dates up there. But other than that, that's how it's going to stay. I'm now going to read what I've journaled for today. So if you do not want to listen, please switch off now. And for those sticking around, this story has never been shared before. I remember when I prayed to you, a little girl in sheer desperation and not knowing what else to do. I entered your church, a child with no faith, religion or hope, and sat there looking around. It was so peaceful, so beautiful, with all its ornate carvings and high ceilings. I don't know if I believed or not, I just knew I needed your help. I sat there silently voicing the words in my head, pleading with you. I said all I could muster with tears flowing down my face. I just sat there in silence. I remember when I prayed to you and you answered. And that's it from me for today. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you soon for my next video.